we've got our friend too. It is our CML Book Club time. And our latest pick, thanks to you, our viewers, A Five-Letter Word for Love by Nova Scotia author Amy James. It's set in PEI. It's described as a heartwarming and humorous romance in which an unlikely couple fall in love over Wordle. But it is so much more. So we're so happy to welcome Amy James to studio, the author. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there's two books I want to talk about. So we had A Five-Letter Word for Love, which we picked for our book club. But you also had Crash Test, which released this month.
Yes.
I flew through both of them and loved them. And I have to tell you, with A Five-Letter Word for Love, I found well, there's Crash Test, which was just released. We'll get to that one in a moment. But A Five-Letter Word for Love, I found I was laughing out loud. And then there's a part in the end where I cried. Just like I was sobbing. I loved it. And I loved how it was set in rural PEI. And it's so much more than a couple and Wordle. It seems to be a story about finding out what you want in life and what you value in life. And that was a really great theme. It wasn't just about their relationship that defined this character. So tell us about where you got the idea from.
Well, first of all, I'm sorry I made you cry.
Oh, no, it's a good cry.
Good. We love that.
A good cry.
We love a good cry.
Good. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the idea was as simple as I like doing Wordle, and I thought it would be a really cute meet cute for the two characters to bond over Wordle. And I just love the idea that you can find an unexpected bond with someone over something as fun as a little word game. So it was as simple as that, but like you say, I wanted to include some other themes like coming of age and kind of figuring out what you want to do in life. Yeah.
All right, for me, I'd like to hold the book.
Oh, yes, hold it.
It's like the conch. It's the style. I love this style. I've read books in the first person before, obviously, but there's something about the way that you write that you keep, like, it's like you're talking to me like I'm your good friend.
Yeah.
You really bring the audience in. You know, is that a technique that you do? Obviously, you do this on purpose, but why do you use that technique? It's very effective in drawing the reader in.
Yeah, I think it's a fun way to. It's like you're having a chat with a close friend, or like you're reading someone's diary, and I think that's a really fun way to. I like reading books that are set in that style, so I thought I would try it out for this book.
They're fun to read. I'll give you just a quick example. Like the lead character Emily works in a mechanic shop, and she's like, I'm not going to bother describing the mechanic shop. Just drive to a mechanic shop near you. That is what it looks like. Like it just like it's fun like that. Just very kind of off the cuff and just like very human and personal.
Yeah, there's a human line where like the two guys in the shop were talking about something about a car, and then I walked, and it was literally like that, which made me laugh. But it also had a lot of heart too, and set in small town PEI too, in Walden, PEI. Why did you choose Walden, PEI?
Well, it's not a real place.
Okay.
It's not a real town.
Okay.
I wanted to set it in the Maritimes. I mean, what better place to set a romance novel than in the Maritimes? And I love PEI and Nova Scotia both, so it just felt like a really fun place. But I wanted to invent a town just so that it could have a little bit of unique character that's not based on a real place.
Thank goodness, because when I looked it up, I was like, where is this in PEI?
Yeah, very hard to find.
Very hard to find, but so sweet and fun. And so this was your debut novel.
Yes.
You released it in December.
Yeah.
And then you have your new one. We're going to get to the new one in just a second. I want to share what a viewer wrote in to us to say about the book. This is what one viewer read to say from Nova Scotia. She says, okay, I just finished this book, and the first thing that pops into my head is Amy James going to give us a sequel? Ooh. I need more of these characters and to know what happens to all of the characters next. This was such an easy read because it was so good that I didn't want to put it down. Having it set on PEI made it easy to picture. Walden absolutely loved visiting the island. And then they wrote, LOL, I'm trying not to write about any spoilers, so I'm just going to end it here. That is from Jody White from Port Howe, Nova Scotia. And this was also described as a wonderful rom-com by Sharon Burrell, who suggested the book to us.
Oh, that's so nice. Well, thank you, Jody. Yeah, it's always tempting to write more books once you fall in love with characters. I'm not sure that there will be a sequel, but stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, I want to know if there's a sequel to this one too, because Crash Test was released this month, and I love this. It's an LGBTQ plus story, two racers. I absorb this, and what happens when you have a relationship and one of the characters, he's in a terrible crash, and it's the repercussions of that crash. Where'd you get the idea for this one?
So I love Formula One. My husband has watched it for his whole entire life, and I got into it with him maybe 7 or 8 years ago. So it just felt like a really fun setting for a novel. I think sports romance in general, you've got high stakes, high tension, so it's just a perfect setting for a romance novel. So I had a lot of fun writing that.
That is fun.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that the five-letter word for love, we're not the only ones who liked it. Tell us about how you're up for an award with this one.
Yeah, so it was shortlisted for the Rakuten Kobo Emerging Writer Prize, which was really exciting. And the winner was Never Been Better. I don't remember the author, but that's also a beautiful book. And there was another Nova Scotian author shortlisted among the 5 authors, Rose Sutherland, whose book, A Sweet Sting of Salt, was also beautiful.
Wow.
So 5 great Canadian books to check out.
Yeah, and to have that kind of spotlight put on your first novel, that must have been very rewarding for you and encouraging.
Yeah, it was really an honor to be nominated or shortlisted, and it was really lovely and a surprise.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Amy, thank you so much. These books were so much fun to read. Highly, highly recommend them, and great for the summer. And we can't wait to see what's coming up next. Do we know, or is it a secret?
Secret.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Okay,
Stay
perfect.
tuned.
Love a little
Thank
intrigue.
you so much.
CML Book Club, thank you so much for your suggestion and for joining us.